I think the pandemic has really brought science into really hyper focus is what I would describe it as. And I think with that brings enormous responsibility to scientists to be accurately communicating, to be communicating in simple language that everybody can understand. But it also brings enormous responsibility to policymakers as well. And we've seen a lot of debate happening around vaccines, around mask wearing, around social distancing measures. And I think, the way I've described it is that people are getting whiplash because one moment a study is released and masks are the best thing that people should be doing. The next moment it is not the case. And I think part of the issue there is a misunderstanding of the scientific process. And I think that's something as scientists we have to be absolutely clear about, that science is never 100% certain about a specific issue. It takes time, it takes studies and lots of different studies looking at a particular problem from a different angle. But in the middle of a pandemic, people are stressed and they want answers now. And in fact, we did a survey recently that was fielded during the pandemic that shows that, in fact, public trust of science is pretty high. More than 3/4 of people surveyed felt that science could bring solutions to some of the world's most pressing problems, whether that be communicable diseases like coronavirus or non-communicable diseases like the area I work in smoking and health. So public expect science to bring the answers. Scientists have a responsibility to communicate properly about what those answers are or may be, with the right degree of certainty. And policymakers also have a responsibility to listen to the scientists, to look at the science, setting aside their own personal beliefs, setting aside their own prejudice, for example, about a particular industry or a particular philosophy. In order that we can use the science in the best possible way. And I think I sit between Nevin and Brittany in terms of, yes, we need pace for innovation. Absolutely. We need to have these solutions out there and working. But at the same time, we need to move forward with care as well. And I think we need to be responsible about how we're utilizing innovation. And that's where regulation can really help. And that's really down on policymakers to make sure that we're really putting in place the best regulations to get the most out of innovation.